Hey everyone, and welcome to the Stories of Weird Live, the video podcast where weird people give weird commentary about weird things. I'm your host, Weston, with your lovely co-hosts, Victoria and Corey.
Hello, folks.
And
Also been called lovely.
wait, what? Lovely?
Oh, Corey.
Anyway, so as you know, we are live right now, so we would love to have you guys to comment as we go so we can talk about your comments along the way and interact and talk about all the weird things that happen in life, which we are going to talk about right now. So actually, I'll be starting us off with our first strange, weird story. Now, it's about dinner time, so are you guys pretty hungry?
No, I just ate, but then again, I am a big fat kid, so the hunger knows no bounds.
So
Yes,
you
I'm
are.
hungry.
Oh, okay. That's. It's like, does that mean you're hungry?
A little bit.
All right. So how would you feel about if you could be able to eat and I don't know, make about $9,000 each month by eating? Would that be something you'd be interested in?
What part of fat kid did you not understand? Yes, I'd be interested in that. I'm a college student, and I'm not starving yet, but
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Like, if I could pay my way just eating, like, wait, it depends. What am I eating? And who or what am I eating off of?
Oh, yeah. You would think for that amount of money you'd be doing something pretty outrageous, but really it's not that outrageous. So actually, Corey actually looked at this article too, so you'll have some probably extra things to throw in there. But anyway, so you were saying, who would I have to eat off of to make this happen and all that? Well, actually, it's not competitive eating, and it's not like a food fetish, sexual food fetish. It's not that. Actually, it's something that probably you guys never would have guessed. Sorry, I just wanted to see.
Guess it 'cause I've already read
Well, yeah, Corey knows.
Well, then, I don't know. Is it like the opposite of a hunger strike? Like, it's some too full strike? I will eat until I explode.
No, it's not. Actually, I guess I might as well just tell you what it is. So, in South Korea, there's actually right now a very popular internet trend having to do with food called, I think, Meok-Bang. I feel bad because I'm half Korean, but I don't speak it. So, I think it's Meok-Bang, and that translates to eat on air. So, essentially, the idea is that people are eating on screen. So, whether it's TV or a live stream or something like that. Now, perhaps one of the more, let me actually pull up the picture right now. This young woman right here is, let's see, what's her name again? Her name is Park Seo-yeon, and she is known online as the Diva. And what she does is she cooks these elaborate meals, which is the meal you're seeing right now. And pretty much she eats for up to 3 hours a day, and about I think thousands of people actually are watching her as she's eating live, and that is how she makes a living. And she turns out that, at least in her case, she makes about $9,000 a month cooking, eating, and having thousands of people watch her live stream.
Okay, so step 1 is be attractive. Okay. Step 2.
I mean, I think it's always a plus.
Is know how to cook. Oh, thank you. Is know how to cook is step 2.
Category though.
What was that?
Cute?
I mean, it depends
She
on.
looked really skinny to me.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at her holding a plate, and like it's a repeating gif of her like doing this. I don't see the body. I just see her little face. Like.
Oh, yeah. I remember. I read about it earlier. So.
Oh well.
She's very skinny. I think she probably weighs like 80 pounds.
This is probably the only time she eats.
Well, she eats. Well, what was it? 3 hours? Up to 3 hours she'll eat a day as she's doing this whole live stream thing. So I don't know. I assume maybe she doesn't eat for the rest of the day. I don't know. The article we read didn't say.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
She does 3 live streams a day? I thought she just does one. Really?
It said breakfast, lunch, and dinner, what I had read. But
that
the
is
reason
she just eats them all in one meal.
So
she's like,
no thanks.
The reason she does it, right, Weston?
What was that?
You know why the reason she does it, right?
3 times a day versus, or just why she does.
Why she actually eats on the thing. Why she believes that people watch her.
Oh yeah, the article I know that I was reading was talking about she does it because people, if they're on a diet or if they don't want to eat late at night, and there's one other one. If there's something else, I don't remember the other one though.
the fetish of the food and stuff like that.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't know
I
that
don't
she
I don't know.
explains like what she's eating or anything. I should have actually watched it to see if she actually talks while she's eating, but yeah, that was just the weirdest thing, and it was just kind of like to help people that are on a diet to get over the craving. I'm like, I watch Food Network for 5 seconds, and I'm like,
Right. And I'm
I eat
starving.
like 10 pounds of food.
Yeah. No, I just how does me watching a little South Korean chick eat what looks to be delicious food make me feel better?
Maybe she just eats it in such a way that it just makes you feel better.
Well, there's some, I don't know. Maybe there's something, something comforting. Actually, another part of the article was mentioning that. Actually, it's an interesting statistic just about Western and developed countries. But one of the statistics, I guess, was that in South Korea, it's possible that in the next 15 years, that about a third of the households could be single households. The idea that people are really lonely. They're not actually doing things with other people, and they're by themselves. So the idea is that by doing this meal, it's something that's less lonely. You're like eating with somebody. You're getting to interact in that sense.
So
Actually, you know what?
Moving to South Korea, right?
No, but I can
Oh.
What? Wait, what?
can
South Korea?
understand that.
I have been to South Korea actually. I have been.
No, but I can understand like being lonely and wanting to see somebody else do something like that you're doing. Like, I mean, I personally cannot live under the sea with my starfish best friend and squirrel friend, so I watch SpongeBob do it for me.
Living vicariously through them, I see.
Yeah.
The struggle is
I
real.
couldn't do that
guys.
because I'd probably have ADHD watching that so much.
You know,
Sorry, I
it's
saw
good for the
something shiny.
kids.
What?
It's good for the kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting. So people pay her because
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know, they don't mention exactly where all that $9,000 a month is coming from. I know that they did mention that there's these things called virtual balloons that are pretty much right. They can be used as they pretty much translate into cash, like Bitcoin kind of stuff. It's like online tips, sort of.
Most of it, yeah, it looked like it was like a donation type of thing, like people tip her, like
Exactly.
oh, yeah, do that just like that, you know, or something. I don't know, but it equates out to about she makes about $9,000. But I couldn't figure out if that was U.S. or if that was, you know, I don't know what Korean money is. Donks.
Well, when it says $9,000, we're the only. Yeah, we have dollars. Corey.
Yeah, it's in reference to dollars.
I was just checking because you know sometimes they'll put that and that could have been $9,000. You know?
That's her power level. It's over 9,000.
I was gonna say, either
it's
way,
over
it's
9,000. Oh wow.
Dragon Ball Z. Woo!
Scanners break. Either denomination, it's 9,000 more than I have.
Yeah.
So as I said, it's also a trend. So I guess there's around 3,500 household known Meok-Bangers, which is this whole eating on air thing.
Did you just lag out to say that for you too?
What?
Yeah. So you lagged
so
a little bit.
Wait, what?
So
I lagged?
It made it sound like you said male bongers, and so Corey and I, and even Catherine, who's sitting here, just kind of went.
Oh.
Well, that's not what I meant to say.
Stories of weird.
As y'all know. Point is, that there's about 3,500 well-known people that do this. That's what I'm trying to say. And then actually, I was trying to find out if there's guys that do this too, if this is just something that women do, because I think, cooking has been something more accepted nowadays that guys do. Guys cooking there's something comforting about that too, the sense that, a guy that can cook a woman a meal kind of thing. But I didn't find a lot. Find a lot of guys.
There, Victoria, you can be the first American to do it.
You could.
First American. Yeah, I can't cook, but I can eat. Oh yeah.
Well, it doesn't have. It could be just you can hire someone to cook for you because you're making $9,000, right? You just have someone.
That's true. You could for that money. Seriously.
Or even better, I could just be as American as possible and just eat fast food in front of people.
Order out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of American fast food, I saw a picture today of a burger with, instead of buns, it had donuts as the buns.
America, baby.
You seen that?
Yeah.
And that looked kind of good to me. Not gonna lie.
I'm interested in eating one of those, but that's just me.
Not gonna lie.
No, I mean, I look at me. I'm white. I'm gonna eat that one day.
You gonna eat that?
Yeah,
Well,
the
well,
southern in me is just like, mm-hmm.
you call me up and let me know, and I'll join you because I'm always
We
down
might
for a
have to
glazed
split
donut.
because I don't believe in not sharing my heart attacks.
That's good. I'm glad that you like to share that experience with other people. That's good.
Oh yeah, I'm coming, Elizabeth. Yeah.
But yeah, so
That's a
that is something that's going on right now, and I found that fascinating. Being able to eat and interact with people, and make a pretty good living doing it.
Yeah, I'm kind of jealous.
You could, as
But like I said,
as Corey said, you could start.
This is your this
Step
could be your
one.
career here.
Step one, you have to be attractive. So I either have to like start eating whatever she's eating,
And
like
or
not
personable.
this.
I think you're personable
Yeah, you
enough.
gotta be personable.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think you'd be
You
fine.
hear that, folks? You got to hear first. Not attractive, but damn, am I personable?
And or personable. Goodness gracious.
Oh my God! I was just teasing Weston. Calm
For
down.
goodness sake. I take everything literally. That is, that's how I am. I take everything literally. But anyway, Victoria, what do you have for us?
I thought I was going last.
Are you?
Victoria was going last. Remember?
Wow,
the
dropped the ball.
conversation?
I am dropping the ball.
He's the one who even came up with the order.
I
I
did.
know. 'Cause you said, "Would you like to go thirdly?" And I said, "Yes."
That's right. I remember that now. Well, I'll let you guys decide because I messed up. I'll let you guys decide. Simple as that.
Oh, great. Corey,
I
why
said
don't
we
you go?
boycott and just don't even go at all.
Just
We just
close it.
stare at Weston for the
Ow.
next 15 minutes.
Just. Your eyebrows got even more intense, Corey. Oh. Weston's contemplating his eyebrow.
I'm going.
All right.
ahead,
Go ahead, Corey.
All right. Reverend Bob Larson of Arizona offers exorcisms via Skype.
Oh God, I need one
Yes.
so badly.
He has performed exorcisms to over 20,000 people.
20,000. Wait, 20,000 in general or 20,000 via Skype? That's a huge conference call. Let me tell you.
I don't know. It just says he's claimed 20,000 exorcisms.
Okay, so that's probably in general, not just
they, like-
online.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say they didn't just Skype a stadium of sinners and heathens.
It just one of those. Yeah, yep, exactly. That's it. The Super Bowl of
Jumbo
exorcisms.
Oh, great.
So there's a
Super
great
Bowl
little
666.
video on Huffington Post that
Oh.
I think it was like Channel 5 CBS of Arizona did on him, and it's really interesting. I'm being nice when I'm saying interesting. It's basically like people swearing at him and all this other stuff, and then he's like holding a cross in front of them. And that's in real life, and then it's the same thing on Skype, and then he's like throwing the cross at his laptop.
Laptop. Well, if it works, it works, right?
Yeah, if it works, it works. Just like brushing your teeth.
Question.
Uh,
Does he have like the little refilling cup of holy water? I am
didn't
so
see that.
sacrilegious. I don't know what that's
I saw
called.
like
but
a really nice heavy cross that he kept using. But
Yeah, it's silver one, right? I think I'm looking right at it. I pulled up a picture
Yeah.
of him. Yeah.
oh, so not only can
It's
he
homemade,
take
it
care
looks
of
like.
he can't just take care of exorcisms, but he can also take care of Dracula.
Why not? Might as well.
Well, since it's silver, he can take care of.
Two demons, one cross,
Werewolves,
Yeah. So he's all ready.
So he's pretty much just teamed up with Van Helsing and ready to go.
I was going to say
Yeah.
Reverend Bob Van Helsing.
But so guess how much he charges for a 1-hour session on Skype for an exorcism?
1,000.
Wow.
I don't know.
I said, guess how much he charges? Not ridiculous numbers there, Weston.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't know. I mean,
He's a reverend. He's not a.
life is about paying for convenience. So I figure you're paying for the Skype convenience. You have to pay for it. $1,000. That's it. That's it. No exorcism.
Oh.
There's a demon inside of you the rest of your life. Unless you want to come to Arizona, then it's only 900.
Well, no. Well, here's. It's considered a tax-deductible donation too.
Well, I'd hope so. For goodness sake, there's a demon inside of me.
So what, like $50?
It's
Not 50. I said 50. It's how
Fif-
much?
$295 for 1 hour.
250.
Which
200.
is tax-deductible donation.
$295.
Okay, 295. Okay.
So not that
Demon,
bad.
new Xbox.
Do you get a return policy?
Xbox.
Well, yeah,
Like-
because it's tax-deductible.
Well, it better be. I'm just saying, like, what if it comes back? Just like, hey,
The
I paid
demon?
for this exorcism, and it
Uh,
didn't
co-
leave.
Well, it's
comes
just
with
the
the
same thing when you go to the doctors, You get sick, and then all of a sudden you're okay for a couple weeks, and it comes back. You got to go back to the doctors. He's gonna charge you again.
How about is there a 30-day warranty maybe?
Oh my
Right?
gosh.
If in 30,
Uh,
30 days you still have a demon, then
you can come back for half price. I don't know.
You get a free
sick
car
guys
wash.
half off your exorcisms.
Black Friday
free
has
car
sales.
wash.
Black Friday, huh? That kind of works out a little bit.
So, very, very interesting guy. I would very much suggest going and watching the video.
Yeah.
He definitely is a character.
Now, how so? What do you mean? What about him stands out to you?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was one of those people who believes that there's actually witches and wizards and all that stuff, and
I mean, come
Harry
on.
Potter is
He's trying to get rid of Dracula
is
and
the
werewolves too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
And
believe
the
that.
very thing I love the most is when he's actually doing a Skype conversation with one guy from, I think it's like Finland or something like that.
Yeah.
The guy is supposedly possessed by 4 different demons, and they all have different personalities. I believe that's called something else.
Like a disorder?
I want to
Yeah.
say skits. No.
No.
Yeah.
A skipscotch. Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
I don't know. Just
So-
throwing out stuff.
I don't know. And then you watch that guy, and you just kind of like you're watching that, and the guy who's actually talking to him via Skype has no. Actually doesn't look like he's ever brushed his teeth. They're all black.
Well, hey, as long as you have the 295, I don't care where you're calling from. You
Right?
Just-
It's just how do you say wait, the first 25 minutes is done. You get 60 minutes, and then you gotta keep skipping through your multiple personalities, and then hit the 60 minutes. I'm like, I'm good. I'm back to normal.
See, I'm waiting to see this in the late night commercials. 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning. It's like if you call now, for the you get half off for your exorcism, and then you can even have
Call now.
you can have a family package. You can
They'll
exercise your
send
whole
you,
family.
like, a free knife set
It's like
with
it's like an
your
AT&T cell phone wireless plan, but for exorcism.
Oh God. And we'll throw in a sham wow to get all the holy water up.
You say, "Wow, those demons are gone every time."
mop up your
It's
tears
the
out.
demon sticky.
Yeah, you'll definitely give me that link if you can after this, and I'll post in the description so people can go and share in the fun. Even though
Yeah.
demons are not, there's not fun in games. This is serious business, kids. Serious business.
Ghostbusters.
Somebody should tell Imagine Dragons about it. They have a whole song devoted to their demons.
That's true.
That was
I'll-
the weakest joke I could have made. Let's move on.
Terrible.
And speaking of moving on, and thirdly, Victoria,
Yep.
what do you got
That's
going
me.
on? What do you got going on for us in the weird
So
place?
I personally love books. I am a bibliophile. I love the way great fiction can stir the most poignant and pivotal moments and emotions in your heart and your soul. I think that's great. I think that a writer can really be able to draw that out of you, just with movable type upon page. It's amazing. But if you don't, get it that way, you could also try the new sensory fiction from Felix. They have a
Sensory
Vimeo-
fiction.
Yeah, sensory fiction. They have a Vimeo ad, and they have developed a wearable. Wearable. Try to say that 100 times.
It's like werewolf.
Werewolf. A wearable book that allows readers to feel the emotions of the characters. So, to use the Tumblr and Reddit and Imager and otherwise online cyber joke, hashtag the feels, you literally get the feels when you read these books.
Because there's
So
demons that need to be exorcised. I get it. This all ties in. It makes sense.
Oh yeah, it's great. And if you get hungry, you know who to look for.
Just like
online.
like as you're doing you're doing that in conjunction being exercised while watching her eat, and you're getting the feels from the books. See, everything always ties in every time.
So, anyways, the science fiction a science fabrication class by Felix Heibeck, Alexis Hope, and Julie Legault, which they work at MIT. They they created this first project called Sensory Fiction. What it is, and if you watch the ad, what it is that you basically wear a bunch of sensors like on a backpack attached to your body. There are sensors here that register your heat, your body temperature. There are vibration sensors in your arms and your neck. And there's a diamond shaped package on the back that reminds me of the little it's like a big version of it, but like the little chip from Dr. Octopus's
Oh yeah.
in Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
So that's what it reminds me of. So you strap this thing on and then you read a book. The book is specially made with sensors. And in fact, when you watch the video, I don't think there's a picture of it, just the video has it. But just like any other book, I'm gonna use this real fast. Here you'll see infrared and LED lights. And so say you want to read my journal. Those are some feels we can get into. Anyways.
Corey, you and I are going to steal that journal later. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, it's great. Let me tear out the pages that have a lot of Die Weston and Corey's name in Latin. Anyways, so
why would my name be Latin?
Just for you, Corey. I don't know. It's
well, she's educated, you know.
Who's this Lucifer guy she keeps referring to? I don't get it.
What's a Lucifer? I don't know. What is it for? So this book will have sensors in the pages. So we'll go to some blank pages. Here would be the sensors. And every time you turn the page, the sensor would react to the RFID tag right here. And I don't remember what our RFID stands for, but let's just call it that magical thing that's like another sensor, and it just zings to the wires.
Magical thing, gotcha. I know what that is. I know what that is.
And it connects to the package that you're wearing on your back. And so what it does is that every page is imbued with different encrypted code that will send those signals to those pulsating vibrations and the heat sensor. So, for instance, if you were reading an adventure book, and you're reading it and somebody is the adventure is just so palpable and it's just insane. You've got them running. You will feel the same exhilaration because you'll feel like you're urging to go too.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting how it can, manipulate your senses to make you feel exactly what's going on with the book. So it's almost like 3D reading, if that makes any sense. Now, sounds really cool. But then we have those people that make the books like Twilight. Nobody wants to feel that. We have the lovely 50 Shades of Grey. God, no.
Oh, that's the extra crotch sensor that comes with that, right?
Oh my gosh. Come on, Weston.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
I didn't go that way. You said PG.
I know.
You just went there. I had so much more, and I was just keeping it, building it up, and
the quality of this podcast dies every week.
I'm gonna rub your face in it later.
But I think about it and going, okay, that's a little weird. Like if I'm gonna read some type of erotica, I don't want, just no.
Yeah.
That's just getting into something else. However, I think that
you can pay someone to do that same thing. I said it because Weston said the other thing. I had to.
I was just trying to.
You both are trying to justify to me why, and it's always on my thing. Why is it always on mine? You guys are so mean.
50 Shades of Grey. I mean, it seemed like the most appropriate thing to say. I don't know. For goodness sake.
I'm so proud of you.
I don't know.
But I think, like, for instance, I just got done. Well, I think not just got done, but the last book I read was John Green's The Fault in Our Stars.
Mm-hmm.
Already super emotional. You have two characters that
they're making a movie out of that, right?
Yeah, they just put out the trailer right now.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. So you could feel all of the angst in a young adult film, young adult book, because could you imagine reading a Judy Blume book and feeling all that angst all over again? Like that was puberty for most of us. Please, you don't know who Judy Blume is, do you?
No,
Neither of you?
Nope, don't think so. Corey, are you a reader? By chance, are you a reader? Nope. Yeah, see, we're gamers.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Sorry. Remember, you gotta tell us illiterate people that don't read and don't know what books are, who authors are.
A book came before video games. Wow. And
so are they gonna make one of these things for video games and movies?
Is it like a video game about books?
It's called the Rumble package, Corey.
I thought they
on
already
your
had those in
remote
controllers, the little rumble pack in the
That's what I
controllers,
just
right? That's what that is, right?
I'm this close to noping right now. Like this is just iced tea. It should be Long Island. But anyways, I
Yeah.
digress. I really think that this is an interesting new medium, and that
Sounds
I think it would
interesting.
actually be interesting for kids that have trouble reading and understanding,
Hmm.
because when it
Yeah.
comes to reading comprehension, not everybody is as cerebral when it comes to literature, or even as emotional. So I think when it came to stories and things like that, I think it'd be great for like just baby steps kind of thing,
Yeah.
to get kids interested in reading, because unfortunately pages on books, they're a dying breed, and it's just it saddens me. But I think they're also going to try and make it soon so that like if
Up
this
to the
pans
to the
out
Nook
with actual
or
books,
whatever
it
the
could work
hell.
with a Nook, yeah, or a Kindle.
Yeah.
I think of like all the great horror stories,
Ooh,
like
yeah. You
Stephen
could just.
King
No.
novels. If you Silence of the Lambs, that would be so great.
Ooh.
You know, to feel like the palpitations of your heart as you're like scared. To read Shakespeare. Like if you could read Shakespeare, that'd be great. Like to have somebody direct what those emotions are. Oh no.
Sorry,
Like-
you're just like, if you could read Shakespeare, that would be great. I was just like, Shakespeare is so hard to read.
It is not
Well,
Thy
it's
thou.
difficult
hard to
for
read
some.
because it's
Thus.
not
I don't know.
to our English. It's older.
You know what's funny, Corey? You'd be surprised. Actually, Shakespearean language makes up most of our English and American idioms, and also the type of accent that most people had in the Renaissance when they were acting out. You can put your arms up as high as you want, boys. Anyways, the accents.
Go any further.
Sorry, I was trying to do it on my hips, but you know you can't see that with the camera, so I had to put it up here.
Because you don't look any stupider.
Nope,
So proud.
my face looks stupid enough.
Oh no, you're adorable. Anyways, I digress.
Yes.
If you could read Shakespeare, Corey, that would be great. But then again, you don't read much
Oh, I
except.
have it. It's right, sitting right up here. I've read it several times, but I didn't say that didn't read books. I just said I don't read.
No,
books.
I know. You just said you weren't a reader.
Yeah, see, I read.
They
So
need to make a video game with Shakespeare.
it's Well, I don't know. I mean, I know
Duke
they did Dante's Inferno as a video game.
Yeah,
That
it was
makes
quite
sense.
terrible.
Yeah, that's what I
They-
heard.
They anticipated it as very much a lot better than what it ended up being. But
So that's our attempt, I guess, at video games into literature. So far, hasn't been accomplished yet.
no.
So
Be
far,
the change you wish to see in the world, guys.
So yes, Victoria, I would be very interested.
Make the game,
in
Corey.
The life vest of reading to give
It's
me
interesting,
more,
right? Like
more
it's weird.
emotional.
Yeah, it's
no,
weird.
I think it sounds great.
But it's
I think
cool,
I would
yeah.
love to do that because I know I've read books and I can't get into them in the first couple minutes.
Yeah.
People are like, that is the best book ever, and I'm like, I just can't. I don't feel those emotions towards
Yeah.
Kathy's dog getting run over or whatever. You know, something weird.
I'm just
But
thinking of all the books like that you could read that were epics. Like, I absolutely hated reading Beowulf. I think that
Beowulf,
if you
yeah.
strapped a vest to me that made me feel like some cool badass warrior, like then yeah, maybe I'd be interested in it. But Beowulf just dragged on. I actually am sorry, I just saw the dog. I am personally not a fan of J.D. Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye.
Oh yeah, that whole
But I
teen
think
angst
that-
thing.
Yeah, I think that would be to me a detriment if I were to read it and just feel angsty the entire time.
It's like, why is it so uncomfortable?
Right? But I think just really, I think it would be interesting depending on what book it is too. Of course, with every medium, it depends on what you're trying to sell. So,
True.
but yeah, it's weird, like because then you think of those people who would want to read like 50 Shades of Grey or some terrible erotica.
That'd
And
probably be one of the first
I'm
things
sure-
to go as a
Yeah.
actual commercial
at least
product for
viral,
this.
like,
Yeah.
exactly.
Or hackers
This
would
could be a
So-
bundle set at Costco.
just
Oh,
the passionate night bundle.
Well, that's a couple nights. I don't know. You gotta be a pretty good reader to read that in one night.
Well, if you get the vibrations and everything going, you get all the senses
Oh
and
my
everything.
gosh.
I'm just that's what it does. It's sensations. So it's all part of it. It's all part of it. It's all part of it. Peoples. Okay. Cool down. Cool down. All right. It's passionate night.
And on that passionate note, we're done with my segment.
Actually, it works out about the right time. So thank you all for joining us. Hopefully, a few of you are able to catch in and join us for the live podcast part. If not, please join us next Thursday at 5 p.m. PST. That's when we are right now scheduled to do all of our live podcasts. And yeah, we'll of course have more weird, crazy stories for you next week. And
yes.
with that, please, like, comment if you have anything you want to say or any thoughts about, Passionate Night or whatnot. And if that's something you're interested in.
Let us know if you're willing to pay Victoria for her eating in front of her webcam.
Or for Corey to make a Shakespeare video game.
That, that would be so awkward.
The eating or the Shakespeare?
Oh, just imagine having the buttons and you have to hit the iambic pentameter and the correct emphasis. And you're like, darn it!
No, Mom, no! Anyway, but...
I love it.
Anyway, so we'll see you guys next week. Thanks again for joining us. And is there anything you guys would like to close out with? I take it that's a no.
No,
He's just
Victoria was
gonna
all
say,
waiting for me to say something. I'm not going to say
I
anything this
was.
week. This is all you.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I mean, same old, same old. Thanks for watching. And, like Weston said, tune in next week. Like,
Yep.
click subscribe.
Yep.
Don't pay me to eat. Like, just don't tempt me with that.
I don't know. If the comments say so, you might have to start.
Next week, I'm just going to. All right, guys.
Give me your virtual balloons. Virtual balloons.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyways, thank you again for tuning in, guys.
And we'll see you all next week. And stay weird. See you, everybody.